Okay, we are in the studio with a Wolverhampton rapper by the name of T-Kid, and it's actually a weird way of spelling it. It's actually got T and then 33K1D. So it's mad. But anyway, how you doing, sir?
I'm all good, Thanks for having me. I feel blessed. I feel good. Positive.
No worries, man. No worries. Now, you've obviously heard the show, so you know
of course.
What we're all about, pushing all things Wolverhampton and surrounding areas. So that's why you're here, because you are representing the Wolverhampton scene.
I'm really trying, I'm really trying to represent, and I do it proudly.
Okay, so, but I'm sure there's a bit of an accent that our listeners might be thinking, is he really from Wolverhampton? So let's go into it. Where are you from, T-Kid?
I was born in Johannesburg in South Africa.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you came over here?
I was 9.
Yeah?
9, close to 10.
Yeah.
But it's mad because I've still got a memory of how it was like, and I'm 25 now. So
wow.
You wouldn't think I'd still remember the background of how it was, but I still remember it like it was the other day when I moved.
Wow. Well, it's kind of similar to me, because I was actually born in Dallas, Texas, okay? I moved over here when I was 12, and I still have memories of what it was like in America. Yeah. So it's quite similar. But what kind of memories do you have?
Just like childhood memories, just like running as a kid and playing and going to school and just lots of random memories, but like they'll pop up every now and then.
What's the weirdest one you say, most random that you say that you...
When I used to go to the shop, like I used to go to the shop at a certain time every day to buy a bottle of Coke. Yeah. And sometimes I was thinking about that, like, why do I remember going to the shop and buying a drink? I don't remember.
I remember when I was in America and it was very, very hot, and we used to have a pool. We used to live it was like an estate, and it was full of other houses, all similar houses, and there was a pool that we all shared, and there was a tin, what do you call it, a vending machine, and we would always save up all our pennies or coins or whatever, and we'd go and we'd buy these cans and we'd shake them up and we'd stab it with a pen and we'd just drink it, it like that's fizzing out. And that's a memory that we have about the same kind of age, 9, 10, 11 stuff. So yeah, man, it's cool. All right then, so with regards to the violence of Johannesburg or the security, was it always safe over there?
Do you know what? It's mad.
You probably wouldn't have noticed at your age.
I was gonna say, looking back at it now, to me, it was normal. Yeah. I didn't really think much of it. You just, when the street lights came on, you've got to come inside. Yeah. Regardless if you're playing with your friends or whatever, when the street lights came on, everyone goes inside, and it's just there's strict rules you had to stick to and live by. Did
you feel any racism because of the apartheid and all that kind of stuff? No way.
No, but like my brothers and I have told me stories of experiences that they've had and stuff like that. Me personally, I was too young. Okay. I was just a kid. I've felt none of it.
None of it. Wicked. So when you moved to Wolverhampton, whereabouts in Wolverhampton did you come to? Or was it Wolverhampton straight away? Was it... Because for me, it was London. I went to London first, and then I went to Wolverhampton.
I lived in London first, and I couldn't remember where it was. It might have been West. I can't remember. I moved to London for a bit. Yeah. Then I come to Wolverhampton, and I lived in Parkfields.
Okay. So how old were you then, probably? Same age?
Yeah, if not a little bit older.
Okay, so you weren't in London too long. And then what school did you go to?
The first school I went to was St. Luke's Primary School.
Okay. And how did you find that one?
It was kind of weird because it was even though I'd been to school in South Africa, and it was basically just repetition and just coming to school again, but it's like in a different land with different minded kind of people, and it was just different. Yeah. Okay. It was completely different, but it was fun. It took a lot of getting used to. Yeah. Because when I first come over, I had a strong accent.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I stuck out to everyone else. Obviously, I wasn't up to how the kids dressed over here and stuff like that. Because back in South Africa, it's very Americanized. So like you see people where it's very, very Americanized. When I come here, I was like, okay, well, that don't kind of work. Yeah.
There you go. So what were you saying? When you say Americanized, you say like the big jerseys.
Yeah, like it was proper. Like the American swag over there is proper Americanized. And when I've come over here and I've seen the other kids, and I was just like, it took me a while to kind of adjust with everything else, but it was always fun.
Okay, cool. Now we're going to jump over to the music side. At that kind of age, what kind of music were you hearing? Were you hearing the African music in your house, or were you hearing a more westernized sound?
Because I'm from a big family. For those who don't know, I think I've got about 18 brothers and sisters.
Jeez.
So I've got a big family. So
all in one house?
Nah, not in one house. Yeah. So
never in one house at one time?
Nah. Well... Nah.
Even for get-togethers?
I don't think there's been a time where everyone's been able to come. Like I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the range of music was just, it was mad. My older brothers was just straight like Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, Tupac, just hardcore rap. And then my sisters, they were into like Pink and Britney Spears and like the Beyonce. So I'd literally hear a range of music. And then you've got your original South African hip hop, which is called Guaido. Yeah. And that's just like straight South African hip hop.
Guaido.
Guaido, yeah. And I think that's where I found my love in music, just by listening to Guaido.
Okay. And this is South African
hip hop.
Hip hop music.
Yeah, it's just straight raw hip hop. That is.
You're gonna have to play me some later on.
I'll definitely show you. I'll show you someone.
So after listening to South African hip hop, you started writing your own hip hop. Yeah.
But I didn't come straight into hip hop because when I come over here, the hip hop thing wasn't popular. No one really listened to hip hop that much. Okay. It was all kind of grimy. Was it even called grime then? I don't even know. I don't know what it was back then, but it wasn't what it is now. So when I first started writing, I started writing to kind of grime music.
And who were the artists that you sort of look for inspiration for the grime scene?
When I first started, I never listened to grime until I heard JME.
Wow.
JME brought me into it. It's because everyone was doing it too fast for me, and he broke it down. I could hear everything he was saying, and what I liked about Jamie, he was always intelligent with it.
Yes, he was. He
still is now. He still is now. He was very, very smart with it, and he delivered it to me. He drawn me into it. Okay. And then from that, I done a bit of my research, and I got into it more. But if it wasn't for Jamie, I wouldn't have got into the UK scene.
Old type JME boy, better know. So, can you remember some of your first sort of performances in public? Or
I can remember one that I don't think went too well.
Yeah.
It was in college. This is when I wanted to break out of my shell. So I left school. I didn't really do very well at school, and I'll say that I didn't do well. And I said to myself, I seen everyone else.
Not everybody's academic, man. Not everybody's into
and I seen all of my friends kind of pushing into like doing business and whatnot. And I thought, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
I just looked at myself and I thought, music. Yeah. That's the direction I want to go to. I applied myself to Dudley College. Okay. And there was this one day we've got to college, and the tutor was like, "You've all got a performance in an hour."
Out of the blue.
It was a normal day, like midweek. It's like you all got a performance in an hour.
Yeah.
In front of the whole campus.
Mad.
And that was nerve-wracking.
Yeah. So hold on. You guys, you'd never performed before, or this was your first time, or had you performed before then?
We had performed amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
So you'd show what your peers, because there's kind of breaking ice kind of thing. So you all introduce yourself and you show what each other do and stuff. Yeah. So we'd always performed amongst ourselves. Okay. And she'd just come and said, you're all gonna perform in front of the whole campus.
Okay. So this was in public. So what happened? What happened?
I was very nervous. Very nervous. Probably hardly moved a lot. I messed up, missed a few words, and it was bad. Yeah.
And this was hip hop or grime?
This was hip hop now. Okay. This is when I was doing my hip hop, and from that moment on, I said I'm always gonna be on point when I'm performing. Okay. I said no matter what's happening, I'm always gonna be on point, and I'm always gonna be ready. So if someone said to me, "You're gonna perform in 10 minutes," I'll be ready in 5. Wow. From that moment on, I realized how unprepared I was. Yeah. Even though I was still new to and learning, but that scared me, and I realized you always be prepared.
Okay, so stepping back a little bit.
Okay.
You said YouTube. When did you start putting your stuff out on YouTube?
I didn't get onto YouTube until late.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get onto. I was more SoundCloud. I wasn't into YouTube until very, very late.
Okay, so when you were putting stuff on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
What was the first tune? Where did you record it? How did that go?
I think I used to first upload on MySpace. And then it moved into SoundCloud afterwards. But when I first started uploading on MySpace, I recorded at Kells' studio in Wolverhampton. Yeah. That was mad. Okay. It was an experience. You come into a room with a beat on your MP3 player or whatever it was back then, and you come out and you've got a product to listen back to, and you can say, I've done this. Yeah. Looking back at it now, it wasn't a good product, but it was something tangible. It was something tangible. You can come home and say, okay, this is what I've done with my time, and this is what I've made.
Okay. So you recorded it and you put it onto MySpace, and did family and friends start listening and
Yeah,
giving you good reviews?
I was promoting this hard. I was promoting my MySpace page.
Good.
I even got my friend to do me like this flashy logos in the background. I went in.
Okay, right. So you've recorded at Curls. You've got some tunes on SoundCloud. And what happened to sort of say that you've hit another level? What did you do then?
What happened was, I just had music, but there was no structure to it.
Yeah.
Just a lot of music that I've been recording and just uploading for free, uploading for free. And I thought, I've got to make a plan. I've got to make a structure. So
this is where Music Potential came into play.
This is way before that.
Okay.
And I thought I've got to put a structure to myself.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'll make a mixtape. Because back then, I think that's all I knew. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get some solid songs and I'm going to make a mixtape. So I started writing music and I put it to my first mixtape, which was called World War 3.
Okay.
And then from that mixtape, I said, okay, what's the next step? Let me do another one.
Yeah.
Then from that, I just kept setting myself little targets of little musical steps that I wanted to take.
Okay. That is always a good thing for an upcoming artist or someone who's just getting into it, setting goals, but they are sort of measurable goals.
Yeah.
So I think that's rather than saying I'm going to be selling out tours in the next year or so, it's not realistic.
Nah.
So you just set in stuff that you can say, right then, finish this mixtape, I want to try and get some copies done or whatever else, and then build on that. And that's what you did.
That's exactly how it went.
Okay.
My first one, I recorded it all. I got my friend to do me some artwork.
Yeah.
And then I was just researching what websites are working for people in my position, like underground artists, and I was looking at like Dat Piff and Mixtape Madness, and I was looking at all different kind of sites where up and coming artists can upload their projects.
Yeah.
And at that time I couldn't really afford much, and most of these sites I was looking at was for free, but the feedback that you got from it was very good. So
very valuable.
So I just thought I'll put myself vulnerable and I'll just put my music out there and I'll see what happens with it.
Okay. So after you done the first mixtape, World War 3, you did another one
called Unfolded Truth.
And I think that's when I started listening.
Yeah.
And then I started hearing more about you. By that time, you were recording with Apostle then?
No. Okay. I think I started recording with Apostle on my latest EP.
On the latest one.
Life and Poetry,
then. So going back to Untold Truth, you were recording that one. And is that when you started doing videos?
That's when I started doing my music videos.
Yeah.
Because I got back to the same position now where I'd set myself little goals, I'd achieve them, and I thought, okay, I've got a mixtape. I've done nothing with it. I've put it out, which is a good start.
Yeah.
I've got another mixtape. I've put this out, but what am I doing as an artist next?
Yeah.
What am I doing? And I started seeing everyone else had something to back up the music.
Yeah.
So then I've done my research again about who's making videos in Wolverhampton, who's doing that, and that's how I got introduced to Jayla Booth.
Okay, and there you
go. Because I met her, she had a camera, and then she just started shooting my videos.
Jayla Booth from Empire Plus.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jayla Booth. Also Punch Records now as well. So she did your first video. How did that go?
Relatively well for my first video. It was relatively well. I was really happy with it.
And the views, they did all right? Go on.
Not really, because
it's your first time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. See,
but they always got better.
Yeah.
But you know, one thing I've learned about myself.
Yeah.
I'm not a views kind of artist.
Yeah.
Do you know, sometimes I think you have to look back at yourself, and I think I know my strengths and my weaknesses.
Yeah.
And now I'll put it out, I'll push it as much as I can, but I don't expect to get a lot of views.
Yeah.
But I know when I do a live performance with people, I can engage it. I can fully engage with them.
All right. So you've gone on to live performances now. I know one big live performance that you did do. This was actually here at the Newhampton Arts Centre when you supported Akala.
Oh wow.
I do know that was one of your biggest achievements. Talk about that one.
Do you know what? That was just unreal.
Yeah.
Because I'd met this promoter called Bash. I started performing in Wolverhampton by doing open mics because that's the route I thought everyone takes. So like everyone, I was just researching what events are going on. Yeah. So at one point, I was literally doing 4 open mics a week. I'll do like 2 in Wolverhampton, travel to Birmingham, go to Warsaw. I'll just keep doing the same circulations.
That's hungry. I like
doing
that.
The same circulation.
Yeah,
I was performing in Alchemy in Wolverhampton Town.
Yeah.
For a promoter called Ed. I met another promoter called Bash, and he just kept booking me for like these little free pub shows and bars and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it was never my environment. Yeah. My music was never appreciated there because people.
I know.
times and places. And then this one time he's just hit me up and he said, I've got the perfect show for you.
Yeah.
And he's just put me on the Akala.
Sick. And I think a few others well-known guys from to our studio was there as well. Was it Wesley? Did he perform there as well? Or?
That was the second year. This was
seen.
So I supported him 2 years in a row.
Sick. Yeah.
So the first time I think it was me, Trademark,
Yeah.
and I can't remember who else, but
yeah.
that was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
That was a big step up for me.
Okay.
Really, really big step
And
up.
you got to talk to?
I spoke to him. It was unreal. Do you know what? The first time I met Akala, I think I would say it's the only time I've ever been like starstruck
Yeah.
by
He's
someone.
such a wise person. So wise.
I could not. He's actually made me like starstruck, and I couldn't get my words out.
No way.
I was in the dressing room. He's come in, and promoter introduced us together. His dressing room was next to mine, and he was just chilling there. And this is a story that I didn't want to share, but it's appropriate.
Okay.
So I've left the dressing room and I've gone to the toilet.
Yeah.
I've come back into the wrong dressing room. So I've walked into his dressing room instead of the one that I was in. But instead of him just laughing, he's took his headphones off and he's tried to engage with me. He's like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
I froze.
I
I just looked at him, said nothing, turned around and I closed the door.
Out. That was your chance right there. You could have been making tunes with this guy right now.
Literally, he opened him. He even took his headphones out and he tried to welcome me. And I froze.
Wow.
I just said, nothing.
Yeah.
Turned around, closed the door, and I went back in my dressing room.
So the second time you performed with him, did that happen again?
Nah, the second time it was just
calm.
Yeah. I think I put a status. I was like, the first time I supported Akala, I supported him because I felt like I deserved it.
Yeah.
And the second time I wanted to make history. I wanted him to remember me. Like, you know what, I've seen you last year and this time you've took it up a level. The second time I wanted to prove a point.
Yeah. And did he?
I think he was impressed. I didn't really speak too much afterwards, but yeah.
No, man, that's sick. That is a good shout. So from to after Akala, and then from the music potential side of things, you got to do some more big events. You got to be performing Coco or something like that.
See, music potential, I would advise it to any up and coming singers, producers, graphic designers, videographers, radio presenters.
Wow.
They offer a variety of, I can't even call them workshop. It's just like it's like an industry work experience, and you meeting and interacting with people who are living in the business right now.
Yeah.
And all they do is put you in the right direction and just give you a push. And all you've got to do is just commit yourself and apply yourself 100%.
Okay, because they came down not too long ago to Wolverhampton. I think it was Saturday. Unfortunately, I know what happened with you.
I've told you the story. When
you couldn't make it.
Yeah, I couldn't make that.
But I was there and I saw what they were doing in the city centre. And that was quite good, giving some opportunities to some of the young Wolverhampton rappers and talented artists around. So that was good.
See, the good thing about that is it kind of shows you it's possible, because the positions and places that they put you in, it kind of shines a little light and you think to yourself, this is actually possible. Yeah, I can do this. I
actually forgot to mention, they're actually coming to the Beatsabar Music Project on Friday. They're going to be doing a workshop with some young kids between the ages of 18 to 25. And they're basically going to be doing some workshops with them. So, yeah, they're coming to the studio.
If there's any listeners right now who wants to step it up, and I would strongly advise it. Okay. Because that program changed me.
Wow.
As an artist, I can swear that on anything. I would advise it to anyone.
Okay. Right, now we are going to touch on a video that is out right now on a very popular music channel and doing very well. Purpose. Talk about that, man.
Purpose, to start off with, is my latest release, and it's out now on Link Up TV.
Yeah. Mad views.
It's doing really good. Yeah. It's doing really, really, really good. And
I've been playing it on the show a lot. So I'm not gonna say it's that's why it's doing good, but I'm just saying.
You know what? I truly appreciate everyone who's been supporting it. Yeah. I appreciate that real hard. And people who've been supporting it real hard is the Out With The Old brand. Yes. They've been really supportive to me. So
shout out to them.
We're doing a little competition. Yeah. Where all you've got to do is you share my music video. Yeah. You tag me in it. Yeah. And just hashtag Out With The Old, and they're giving away a free t-shirt and a beanie hat.
My thing.
And all you're doing, you're just sharing a video and tagging me in it, and
Okay. Well,
So
definitely do that, guys. All right, then. We are nearly at the end of the interview, so I just need you to tell me where people can find you and your music, sir.
On all social medias, it's T-Kid at T33K1D. That's T33K1D on all of my social medias.
Mad thing. Well, you guys better do that quickly, because this guy has got some really good stuff. We're going to play you a track right now that I have played a while ago, and I'm going to play it again. This one's called All Right, and it features
Ashley Zeal,
big time vocalist on there. So, yeah, man. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to say before you go?
Honestly, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been in this journey with me, because it's been amazing. I've been learning and growing as an artist. So anyone who's been in it or showed me support in any shape of way or form, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Wicked.
There's more music coming soon.
Bam. All right, then. I want you guys to go and get Life in Poetry EP if you haven't already got it. And we're going to play a song off of it right now. This one is called All Right on 101.8 WCRFM. See you later. Bye.